What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, James Harden is incensed. He is pissed that he will not be an All-Star this year. Not a starter, not a reserve. He voiced his concerns about this situation, or his feelings about his non-selection on Instagram, saying the disrespect. His teammate Joel Embiid also voiced his displeasure at his teammate not being an All-Star. Of course, it was last week it was revealed that Joel Embiid would not be a starter on the All-Star team in the East, despite the fact that he's having a solid campaign, scoring more points than he did last year when he was a leading candidate for MVP, and despite the fact that Kevin Durant, who's missed a significant time due to injury, will be in the front court along with Giannis instead of him. I mean, it is what it is. How do I feel about this? I mean, look, y'all know I'm one of the biggest James Harden critics that you'll find on YouTube. I don't think that the man has the clutch gene, at least he hasn't displayed it throughout his career in the playoffs. But during the regular season, James Harden generally has been one of the most prolific scorers the game has ever seen. Now, I do think that he tends to beat up on lesser competition and not show up for the big games, but his per game averages have been way up. I mean, look, this year, James Harden, in more of a playmaker role, obviously, 21.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 11 assists per game. 11. The 45% shooting and the 39% from three-point range, plus he's shooting over 86% from the foul line. All those numbers are way up from last year. Last year, James Harden was averaging, as far as efficiency is concerned, he was only shooting 41% from the floor, 33% from three-point range. So his efficiency is way up from 41% to 45% to 30, from 33% to 39%. I think 39% I think will be his most efficient year shooting the three ball. And not only that, Philly is third in the Eastern Conference. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense for him not to be an All-Star. Now, the one thing that hurt him, of course, is that he missed a month for five weeks, 1 to 2, with the injury to his foot. So that did hurt him. But I think that James Harden has just kind of been under the radar. He's been kind of under the radar. He's not much of a media guy. Doesn't talk much. He's not as much of a focal point for media attention as he was, say, a couple years ago in Houston. So I think these are all factors as to why he's now on the All-Star team. You know what I'm saying? He's changed his playing style. He's not a primary scorer anymore. He's a playmaker. And, I think these are some factors as to why he's not on the All-Star team. You got a new generation of stars popping up. And I think these are all factors. But like I said, should he be? Judging from his numbers, I think he's done enough. He's having his most efficient year shooting the basketball. I think he warrants an All-Star selection. So I do think he has a right to be upset, about not being an All-Star. But hey, all you got to do is go out there and use this as motivation to do it to prove everyone wrong. You know, to me, the most egregious snub came back in '89-'90 when AC Green, no disrespect to him, but AC Green was chosen an All-Star over Karl Malone. I mean, AC Green was averaging like maybe, I don't know, off the top of my head, maybe AC Green was averaging like 12 points and 8.5 rebounds, maybe 9. Karl Malone, 31 and 11. So, Karl Malone was chosen an All-Star, but he wasn't chosen as the starter. AC Green was. So, Karl Malone, who never really was into those All-Star weekends anyway, but he took it as a slight. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the game before the All-Star break. He went out and dropped 61 against the Bucks in 3 quarters. And the game was such a blowout that had it been close, I think Karl would have had 80. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that one. Tell me what you guys think.